Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Microphone working, excellent. Might find it a bit strange that I have to test it every time, but sometimes it just does decide to stop working. Hi! Get back to work, Billy. Get out of here. How are we, everyone? I see a Bob, I see a Cloud. Ugh. Straight into it. I see an Alt. Hi, Alt. How you going, bud? Relatively chill stream today. Just working on the on the subscriber badges, and then yeah, mostly just that. I've got a pretty hectic. I think I've walked through it. I've got a pretty hectic weekend coming up, so I needed a little bit of extra time to prep for the people coming over, so I can't commit to a full stream today. Should be good for tomorrow, though. Should be good for full stream length tomorrow. Hi, Cloud. Hi, hi. Sorry to hear that you got the sinus infection. That sucks. Did you get, like, antibiotics for it or something? Something to really kick it in the schnoz? Come over and take care of you. I'm doing a little bit too much of that at the moment. Where I am. Sorry. I would if I could. If I had the time and energy, absolutely 110%. Just hit a few hours ago. Ugh. Yuck. Stress and all that, yeah. It'd do it. It'd do it. You're very familiar with these? Sorry to hear it, bud. Well wishes that it gets cleared out expeditiously. Frick you, sinus infection. Just performing an an exorcism. Just get out of Cloud. Get out. Leave his body. Critters update? Yeah, yes, please. Might not be too active during stream programming right now. Yeah, no stress. All good, Alt. Feel free to chill. No, not good enough. You must meet your hanging out with Bahali quota. Nah, all good. No stress at all. How do I do this ribbon? Not happy with how it currently is. Do I tie it off? I think I tie it off, right? If I'm doing that, then I need to have it kind of come in. Ugh. You think all the animals are sentient, but the bigger you are, the less you are. So bears are kind of dumb giants. However, the glade is situated between the dry patch, the meadow, and the border river, so no big animals really come by. Predatory birds like hawks are a thing, though, as is especially wily coyotes. What would a hawk count as? Would a hawk be a big creature? I mean, it would be a bigger creature, right? So a little bit less intelligent? I think I get rid of the ribbon for the rusted key. For the rusted key, at least, I think I get rid of the ribbon. I think it just doesn't fit the vibe that I'm going for. Sort of like wyverns or smarter ones. Smarter ones are kings, dragon-esque. Yeah, okay. Right. Or why is it always 40k orcs? Why does it always come back to 40k orcs? But yeah, where the stronger the orc is, the more intelligent it gets. Smarter ones are kinda dragon-esque. Okay. I thought you were like that's where I was going with it. Where like the bigger and stronger an orc is, the smarter it gets, and because it's smart, it kind of rules over all the other orcs. Okay, now my thought is I'm gonna remove a chunk of the key. Is a magical setting, so hawks and stuff can be sort of magically powerful. Yeah. That's half the fun, is like seeing how the fantastical interacts with the more mundane, and then vice versa, right? There we go, something like that. The smaller you are, the more anthropomorphic you're allowed to be. Not linearly, but once you hit raccoon level or below, you plateau. What's the key for? It's a key for one of the upstairs rooms. It's the form that the subscriber badge is going to be taking. I really like that thought. The idea that the longer you're a subscriber, the nicer a room you get access to. Not that that's true in any case, but I feel like it reads better than the feathers. It is true. Yeah, I know, but I can't say outright old because it sounds bad. Makes it sound like I'm keeping all the nice rooms. Out of reach. I do have a monopoly on tavern rooms, though. This is true. I completely control the market. I think I model the way that I render it after the love emote, the heart emote. I think that's the way that I go with it. Emotes, active emotes. This kind of shading. Where it's very bold, plain, with gradients and no outline. I think is the play. Hi Asa, how you going? How you been today so far? Yeah, it's been all right. A little bit hectic because I'm hosting some friends over the weekend for celebrating somebody's birthday and just a general get together. A bunch of families coming over as well. It's going to be a little bit crazy. So a lot of today has been just cleaning up, getting ready. I've been doing like a little bit of grocery shopping across the week instead of one big bulk buy, getting ready for the weekend. All in all, good though. Nothing too cataclysmic. What does rust look like? Asking the hard-hitting questions. Chaos time, yeah. You know what that's like from time to time when the family pop in? Yeah. It's like, I love you guys a lot. You guys are great. But also, stress. Oh ho ho, here we go. Rusty keys. Rusty keys, that's what we want to see. This one's almost evaporated with how rusted it is. A strange wailing echoes through the tavern. Oh no. Hi, Ghost. Back to your usual haunt. Usually last about 2 to 3 days. Yeah, for me as well. I'm planning on visiting some friends in Tasmania at the end of June. And they're like, you know, come over for like a week or whatever. And I honestly had to respond with, guys, this is not a you thing. It's not a you thing. It's a me thing. I can probably only last about a long weekend before I just become ethereal. All of my solidity kind of starts to become all like wispy, and I start to disappear after that. You go to bed? Sleep well, bud. Rest up, please. Get better soon. Look after yourself. Night, Cloud. Greetings, Ghost. Friends. Oof. big oof on that one. Trying to find like a key design where maybe if I just look up broken antique metal. Broken antique metal. Those are certainly broken antiques. 110%. Aha, here we go. We have an antique fire lamp. What's this key unlock, pray tell? One of the rooms upstairs is the plan. So, because at the moment, if you look at the little symbol next to Alt's name, I've currently got feathers as my subscriber badge, but I feel as though that one, they don't read very well, and two, I feel like there are better ways of like growing the tavern's world building a little bit more. And I feel like unlocking keys to different rooms upstairs is like a cool thought. So I'm starting with a rusted key and then working up to like your standard Legend of Zelda small key, which is, you know, little silver key in relatively mint condition, going up into nicer and more ornate keys beyond that. Had a channel point goal a couple of months ago. Ridiculous. A couple of months ago, where I said that I was going to spruce up my subscriber badges. So finally getting around to it. Rust and Grime is one of your favorite things to paint. 110%. 110%. It is so much fun. The most enjoyment in the world comes from starting with something pristine and then scuffing it up. Like houses, fences, lampposts, keys in this particular case, like a sword, anything, just aging it, it's so much fun. I don't believe so. Ghost. Although you might send it through and I'll go, oh my goodness, I have seen this before, but perhaps I'm just tricking you into showing it to me a second time. He's all scuffed up. Excellent. That's what I'm talking about. I do need to be conscious of the problem, though, with subscriber badges, which is the fact that they're teeny tiny. They're the size of a flea. So I need to consciously pull back and not go into so much detail. But I feel as though there is a degree of detail that I can still do. I need to walk that fine line, fine balance. It was completed before you discovered the Tavern? Well, I think you've linked some of your older works. I think you have. Okay. I'm gonna try with a flat gradient, an untextured gradient going from one side of the key to the other, see what it does, and then make adaptations based on how I feel. I could just do some like general lighting on it The really nitty-gritty, corroded rust look, though, I think is out of the question. Tragically. Tragically out of the question. Okay, then we're going into more of a red. No Undead Warrior, though. Just checked. Oh, excellent. Yeah, please send it through. Love to see. New old dropping, yes. New old art dropping. Pew, pew, pew. Are you working on anything at the moment, Asa? Okay, going up into more of like an ember or brownie orange. Blend, 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 blend. Blend, 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 blend. Oops. Oops. Ads in 1 minute. Thank you, Tavern. Dankeschön. nice colors already. Yeah. Still, yeah, it looks a bit flat, but that's a given. I haven't added any lighting and shading to it. Is that a deep red going on? It is going into a purple. Ugh. Isn't it a wee bit late for you, Dust? What are you doing? How you going? Early, actually. Oh, okay. No, that is fair. It'd be close to like 5:30 or something stupid in the morning. Keys are meant to be flat. Don't see any dodecahedron keys. Yeah, but like... needs something. It needs something. This key really doesn't have any bounce to it. Really, I want to get excited about this key, but it just... Can you paint some flames on the side of the key? Maybe that'll spruce it up a little bit. 7:30? Okay, not so bad. Already really enjoying it. Oh, I'm glad. The question will be, how do I add mass to it without lighting? I need to be careful of not falling into the rabbit hole of like making it look nice, you know. Oh, Pixie, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the tavern. Hope you enjoy your stay. Rusted key. No, not the Binding of Isaac. I didn't type that in Google, please. Hi. How you going? Thursday. My goodness, it's Thursday already. Almost the end of the week. You can tell because I'm already falling over my words. Ooh, okay, there is hope. I can still render the key. Here is an example of a rendered rusted key, right? There is still lighting in play. See how we go. I need to remember it's tiny. It's tiny. Okay, it's tiny. What can I do to make the... Yeah, okay. No. The lighting will help. It's the key. Yeah, well, I'm hoping that with key lighting, it'll pop. Fellow Aussie here, doing a little digital drawing yourself right now, so it's nice place to hang. Nice. If you've got any work that you'd like to share, please do send it through. I always love seeing what people's different styles and stuff are. Favorite style, subject matter, the colors that they like to use, all the hot goss. Lighting just needs to be bold. Yeah, that's my thought. Is that I need to go like super contrasty with it, so that it pops at that distance. You know what? Let's duplicate the layer. That way, if I do anything that I hate, I can always come back. If I could turn back time, but if I could find a way, I'd take back all the lighting that hurt you. You'd be okay. Hi, Mac. How you going? Let's see it. Mac, let's see it. Let's see the 20. You got this. It's at the tip of your fingers. Oh, like so close. So close. So close. You do not, though. You're a multi-craft art explorer with not much to show for it. That's cool. That's more than fine. That's more than fine. If you've got nothing that you're comfortable with showing at this point in time, more than cool. I was in the exact same spot like a couple of years ago where I was just getting started and I basically had nothing to show. Nothing that I was comfortable with showing. So I fully get it. You're good. Next time. Yeah. Yep. I believe you got it. Everybody has a critical 20 sleeping in their heart. And sometimes your name is Fields, and that critical 20 is incredibly loud and boisterous and enjoys showing itself off on a regular basis. And sometimes your name is Mahali, and your critical 20 likes to go for like long hibernation naps. And that's cool. That's fine. It's just, it do be how it do. Shambling thing has clanked into the tavern, reeking of the grave. Oh, yes, please. Are you kidding? This is awesome. Oh my goodness, I'm so jealous. Look at these textures. Boo, this is ridiculous. Oh, the little gloss on. Ugh. And you can draw hair as well. Frick you. No, it's good. No, that's excellent. This is what I'm talking about. The little scuff marks, the little like chips and dinks and beautiful. You've shown the form of the sword really nicely. It's really tough to get a sense of a sword in three-dimensional space, and you've done it beautifully. No, great job, dude. What a cutie. Boop on the nose. That's awesome. So good, right? Hit that with a love heart. It took a long time. Yeah. Yep. It would do for that degree of like brilliance. His name is Bloodbag. Excellent. Is he like a shambling follower of a vampire or something, and is essentially just used as a blood bag? Am I getting that correct? Yeah, anytime, dude. Not hollowed, by the way. I'm not just saying things to say things. Legitimately super impressive. Love the idea, but he's actually an undead warrior from hardcore classic WoW. Wanted to immortalize him. Nice. No, you've done an excellent job of calcifying him. The immortal blood bag. Discord link on my about page seems to loop back to Twitter. What? Okay, try this one. Sorry. He died shortly before you even finished the PR. No. Oh dear. He lives on in our hearts though. Okay, Discord link in my about page. Let's quickly fix that now, just so I don't have that hanging around as a problem. No. Don't. Where's my profile page? You're right, it freaking does. That's awful. Edit panels. There we go. Socials. What? It is a Discord link. Why is it? That's dumb. Let's grab this link that I know works and plug that in instead. Wait a second. It's the exact same link. Maybe if I type in https colon couple of back. There we maybe. Let's check that out. Ba-boom. Hey, there we go. It was just missing the things that actually made it into a link. Come on, Harley. Come on. Thank you for pointing it out. I would not have found that otherwise. Note to self: test links when setting up links. Na, 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 na. I think I need to go even bolder with the highlights. This thing is tiny. Tiny key. Tiny key needs big, sweeping visuals. Always have issues getting through to Discord servers from links anyway. It was like, yeah. No, as soon as that linked back to the Twitch page and wasn't just a broken link, I knew that was something. That's so strange that it, honestly, 1-to-1, I promise you, it was the exact same as the link that's in chat right now. It's just for... apparently for the about section it requires putting in the HTTPS section, whereas for chat it doesn't. Very strange. Very, very, very strange. You banish Bloodbag from the tavern. Oh my goodness, and he shambles out. Oh, crap. He's gotten a foot stuck in the floorboards. Oh, dearie dear. I knew we should have renovated the floorboards. With as many people falling into the goblin pit, that was already on the agenda. But this is just sad at this point. You're still in the goblin pit? You are, 110%. I think with an 11, I've barely scraped myself out, but I'm currently in a similar position to Dust from yesterday, where he was just sat on the side of the pit. That's me at the moment. There's no way to really... It's all just brute force at that point. Yeah, see, with that, you've muscled your way out, no problem. You've done it. Well done. Well done, well done. Heavily debating going back to sleep. That mindset won't help you. Fix your sleeping schedule, but also you're not ready to face the day yet. Is there something that you can do that's restful but not sleeping? I would recommend, especially if you are trying to fix your sleep, I would recommend fighting that urge as hard as you possibly can. I fully get it. I fully understand. Just not being ready for the day yet, but it will reinforce your current sleep schedule. I know this from personal experience. Hey buddy, hey Quill. How you doing? Snoozing? Yeah, snoozing. Doing what Dust shouldn't be doing right now. Does the tavern have a house drink? Yes, the tavern officially, as of yesterday, has timer juice. It officially has timer juice. Apparently tastes very coconutty, strangely enough. Not entirely sure why. EP Quill? Yeah. Yep. EP. I need to animate Quill more. In a couple of weeks, I think that's the plan, is to give him a bit more to do around the tavern. I think he wants to be a bit more active. You're running on like 4 hours sleep at the moment, so the edge is oh no. Eating breakfast and moving around a little bit could help. Fully recommend a heavy alcoholic drinking session before bed, lights out night side. Oh, dear. Stewie giving the really solid life advice. Last time you had time juice, you woke up in a different country. Well, it's not to say that it's a great drink to have on the regular, but a house drink for sure. Does timer juice have any alchemical properties? We've yet to, because it's difficult to source a sorcerer who doesn't just like get cranked on the stuff. So we need somebody to come in and actually like break down what components it's actually made from, because it just kind of turns up. Like, I'm not brewing it, it fills itself. So maybe. You have a pigeon IRL and they're currently eating in a little sun. Oh no, that's precious. Oh, that's so good. I don't currently own a bird, apart from Quill, obviously. But I do have a little chipmunk, cat, who scrambles around in the background sometimes. Animate Quill to clean up the tavern. Bit of a mess after last drinking session. Come on, Quill, chop chop. Too poor for bird? Yeah. I think bird for me at the moment would be a bit too much in terms of like upkeep. But I'd love a bird, I think. Grew up with a couple of budgies, and that was fun. It's just tough. It's tough when you're living in a small space, because birds really like to, have a bit of freedom to fly around on the interior. And not viable at the moment. Does it come from a special keg? No, literally, it turns up in the little time vial, and then we pour it out into containers. Lower you into the pit. Head first. Do it, you cowards. You want all the tavern lore? We're building it slowly but surely. Lucky, yeah, lucky. For subscriber badge. Bird and cat might be tricky. Might be fine, but also birds are so much work. Yeah. Yep. What does the key open? The key opens the rooms upstairs. So when you subscribe to me, you get access to one of the rooms upstairs in the tavern. And this is like the starting key, and you get access to like nicer and nicer rooms the longer you're subscribed. Is the idea tentative? Is there a dish the tavern specializes in? Not that I can think of right now. I don't think anything's come up. More or less, I'm waiting for things to develop organically, like the Goblin Pit. Very organic. Timer juice, very organic. Rooms upstairs, very organic. Quill, very organic. I'm enjoying the fact that it's kind of slowly developing over time. Then you get to stay over in the tavern overnight. Yeah, yep. Veggie broth? Could be. Again, probably waiting on like an event. If an event occurs and a signature dish emerges from it, then it'll stick, I think. Oh, what am I? Oh, I'm a defender of the arts. Staying awake check. A 9 is tough. You can do it though. I believe in you. You've got modifiers, right? You can augment to that to like a 13 or something. What would that be? A Constitution saving throw? Pit broth. Oh my goodness. Just trying to figure out what's already entered into the lore books. Billy is the tavern executioner. Whenever anybody oh my goodness, the fact that you get pinged by the auto mod with like every second sentence is really funny to me. Pigeon was a Bunnings baby in trouble, so you took it in. You love the hints of tavern lore so far. Very cool. It's fun. It's very fun. This is going to be shocking. I'm a D&D nerd, so any semblance of like soft world building, I thoroughly enjoy. You have 50 gallons of dried turtle milk ready to ship. Thanks to your cheap. Oh my goodness, Joey. I'm glad they're going well for you. Painted the tavern, right? Yeah. It's over here. You know, on a quaint little hillside. It's a pretty premium location next to the waterfalls. It's pretty nice. You and your automod have a scandalous enemies to, and the automod have a scandalous enemies to lovers plan. I heard that Dust was caught kissing with the automod behind the tavern the other night. Don't tell anyone that I told you. You refuse to believe it? Yeah, I know. Speaking of scandals. your partner and I and you are going to see Critical Role in Melbourne in a few weeks, so you're all for the D&C inspo. Oh, awesome! I've got a buddy of mine who's going. That's gonna be so cool. Feels a bit like it might be secreted away. It's in a bit of a quiet area, but still like scenic. Okay, how's it looking from freaking miles away? It's looking okay. My only concern now would be that because of how dark it is, it might get lost. Solution to that would be to pop it into a border. No, not necessarily. Actually, no. Let's think beyond. Let's think beyond that. Why don't I bump the... If I bump the brightness, I could achieve that same degree of visibility without having to resort to the border. Because what tends to happen with the border is it lends itself quite well to clipping. Like the little border becomes like fuzzy and clippy and sharp and disgusting. So if I keep it clean without the border, I think that would be better. It won't be on a background. No, make it 4D. Oh my goodness, you just reach out and touch it. It's such a weird thing to work on because it's so different from what my usual work is. Key icon. Oh, that's an idea, actually. Instead of the highlights being white, I could use rust tones for the highlights. That could work. That could work. You know what? It could bloody well work. It's a less heavy-handed approach, which I appreciate, but hopefully a more effective approach as well. So then this, we go up to like red, then we blend. The teeth of the key seem to be a crux of the problem as well. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not very practiced at, simplifying, you know? All of my artwork is incredibly detailed. So going with like super legible, simplistic imagery is just beyond me. Terrible with tiny art? Yeah. Yep. I can make it look pretty good, but as soon as you zoom out, it's like, what am I looking at? Ooh, ads playing. Sorry, they'll pass soon. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome back. Okay, let's start fresh with the highlight again. So timer juice appears at random in a vial? Yeah. As of yesterday, it's just a phenomenon that has started to occur. It's very good for tracking time. Very good for losing time as well, apparently, for those who have drunk it. Timer for pit type? No. Timer for the for 5-minute sketches. Although I suppose if you really wanted to, you could time stints in the pit with the timer if you wanted to. Dust must be making out with the auto. Well, if Dust isn't here to defend himself, that vicious rumor will will continue to circulate. Are you awake, Dust? Wakey, wakey, buddy. Do you keep perfect time while under its influence? It's more that time kind of stops for a bit, from what I've been told. From what I understand. Does a fate hag hold this time juice? No, it just kind of, it just spawns from the ceiling. Oh my, Stuart, I didn't realize that you got pinged by the autobot again, sorry, bud. It just spawns from the ceiling and then fills up, and then we drain it and keep all the juice, like, stored in a separate barrel. Whoever controls the juice controls the universe. You have a tiny arts department, thanks to your cheap viewers. If that's any help, keep in mind they are tiny. I mean, that would help. I'm struggling in the tiny art department at the moment. Hoarding juice at higher levels, eh? It's an incredibly valuable commodity. I think. I don't know. It's just turned up. Happy to share it with whoever redeems the 5-minute sketches. I'm not so tyrannical. I share it around. Morning. How you going? Oh, thanks for the follow. Do you prefer Annie or Alyssa? I don't mind. Either one works. For me to say. Supply and demand. That's what I'm saying. I have apparently infinite supply of timer juice. And then it's all dependent on demand at this point. Annie is enough? Excellent. Excellent. How you going? Good morning. How'd you sleep? I'm currently struggling with tiny art. I usually work on big art. I usually work on big art like this. Here, this one I finished yesterday. I usually work on big art. But I'm currently working on tiny art, the size of, well, emotes. And I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Your wife, yeah. Yep. The mermaid slash Katie's wife. Good time zone, everyone? Yeah, good time zone to you too. You didn't sleep again? Oh, dearie dear. Well, I hope that improves. I've been struggling with sleep for the last couple of weeks. Not so bad that I'm not sleeping, thankfully, but yeah, empathy. I'm empathetic. Mahali's hide by big art. We can't trust it. True. Oh no, I've admitted it now. Your siren wife. Tiny art is so different. It is, because my usual fix, my usual panacea is, well, I'll keep adding detail. But I can't do that here. You'll sleep around lunchtime? Oh no. No, fair enough. Get your winks in where you can. So sick of getting lots of sleep at the moment. Oh, dearie dear. No, it's okay. I'm not jealous at all. Just make big art and zoom out. So Stewie, the thing is, if you make big art, frick, why do I close it? There we go. If you make big art, you've got like all the detail and you can see all the stuff. But then as soon as you zoom, excuse me, can I not zoom in this application? As soon as you zoom out to a ridiculous degree, you lose more and more of the detail and it kind of just becomes a murky mess. Trust me, I've tried it before. What brush size am I at? 30 currently. Yeah, so what I tend to do is I start with a larger file size and then I shrink it down, which is actually you are probably correct on that. I should shrink out. I should shrink it from now, given that it's going to be at what, 112 pixels at its largest. May you ask where we're from? Guess? Oh, okay, okay. I'm down for a guessing game. I'm curious. I have a pretty atypical. I have a pretty atypical accent, so it's a bit tough. Yeah, okay. Not up for the guessing game. More than fair. I am from Aussie land, Kangaroo Island, Australia. Is it nice to speak? No, I've got a wishy-washy accent. I'm from planet Earth. Correct. 110 points. You're in Italy. Oh, cool. I don't think we've had anybody from Italy so far. That's awesome. That's so cool. I do. You're similar at times. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I just, I think it's just what's the word? I'm obsessive when it comes to doing things correctly, and it results in over-enunciation, which changes the way that my voice sounds. It's a bit of a domino effect. How beautiful, right? You are not from Italy, Alt. Not even close. Part of masking? That's one of the terms. I'm not fully familiar with the term masking. I've heard of it before. I don't believe so. Maybe? He's from South Antarctica. That it would actually make quite a bit of, it would make sense. How's it going, mate? Yep. You don't have spiders and snakes in Canada? Yeah, no. Canada does not have all of the toxic messes we do down here. Masking equals making other people feel better? No, it's more of an internal thing. Like I've an internal perfectionism. Self-protection, kinda? Yeah, okay. I don't believe it's the same thing. I don't think I can say it's the same thing. Got the southern penguin twang is a sentence that is wild. In Cam, not Canada. You're wrong to. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, we've got all of the. We have all of the spicy fauna and flora. We have plants that can kill you. It's actually bonkers. Twang. Yeah. No, I mean, everybody deep down wants to just go like full on Aussie sometimes. Deep down in your heart. Without kangaroos and platypus, it's difficult to understand you're in Australia. How beautiful. No, Australia actually has some pretty like unique landscapes. Like we have eucalyptus forests and like red deserts and stuff. It's pretty cool. For yourself, the perfectionism ties in with your masking, even if unintentional, but also some performative experience from that plays into it too. Okay, so it's like subconscious, but it is externalized a bit, where you know that it's you trying to like stay within particular confines. Makes sense. Oh, pigeon in the stables. Oh, please. I must see. Oh my goodness, check him out. Absolute cutie. That's awesome. Really like the the really light feathers and the really dark feathers on opposite ends. It's really cool. So good. Want to touch right? So soft. Oh, I've missed out on a drink prompt. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Fantastic picture, right? Right? So stoic. So heroic. Okay. Clean lines, clean lines, clean lines, clean lines. We can get there. Powered by one of my favorite songs. That's good, right? If I continue with that thought, keeping the reflections kind of on that top side, looks way less flat. You're reading a book set in Australia, by the way? Ooh. What book? Subconsciously trying to ensure you're being perceived in a certain way, you guess? Not a fully formed idea, but was always asked where you're from over the years. Yeah, okay. Okay. I don't think mine's externalized. I don't think so. I think it is all internally driven. A particular want. And written by an Australian author as well. There's a book series. What's it called? There's a book series that's like fictional Australian-based fantasy that I read. This would have been like, what, 15 years ago or something? No, close to like 18 years old. Oh my goodness. I'll see if I can find it. Australian fantasy fiction book. I'll do a quick peruse. If I can't spot it immediately, I'll do a bit of research outside of stream time and see if I can. I'll chuck it in the Discord if I find it. Yeah, I'm not spotting it from just a quick search. Mad Max. I mean, a little bit less fantasy, but definitely Australian fiction. Everyone in family was killed by somebody. Benjamin Stevens. Ooh. Everyone in my family has killed someone. Ooh. Seems very what's the word? Thriller. Not horror, but thriller. Hoping it's translated in Italian because you can't read a book in English. Ooh, maybe. It was quite popular back in the day, so I'd imagine so. It's about a family reunion, a cozy mystery. Ooh. I love the idea of like a game of Cluedo where it's no longer a game of who done it. It's more like everyone done it, but who did it in this particular case? Everyone here's done a bit of murder. Just a little bit. Don't know where the author is from in specific, but Australia is big enough. Yeah, that's the thing, right? To be fair, though, with how large Australia is, there's only like 7 places that you can kind of be from. Because the centre of Australia is so inhospitable. Like, nobody could really live there. Some people do, but it's not for the faint of heart, I'll say that much. All of the major cities are on the coast. I said most. I said most. That's a bit shallow of you, Alt. If you have to sort of reinsert yourself into the majority. No, that's cool. That's cool. In the centre, there are indigenous tribes. Yes, but even then, like the population of indigenous tribes in the centre of Australia is way less than the coast, which makes sense. But still, it's very, very, very difficult to live in the centre of Australia. You beat my head with a rock? Yeah, all right. Again. Here we go again. Tempted to almost make this section of the key smaller and give it the sense that, you know what, let's do that. Let's hide the draft layer and do a bit of sculpting. Before I do that, I'm going to duplicate the layer again in case I don't like the changes that I make. Painting a vial of timer juice. Oh, yes. Yes. Please do. Let me know if you'd like the timer as reference, and I can quickly summon it and take a screenshot for you. As someone born in the centre of Australia, you can say the amount of Indigenous people in the centre and in populated areas is pretty much the same. I don't think statistics agree with you, but I could be wrong. Definitely. Excellent. Okay, I'll summon that now. Quick screenshot. Boom. And I'll send that through. Ghost. Found ya. I send you message on Discord. There you go. I think. Yeah, there we go. Sent through. Oof. But yeah, I can't speak with any authority on the matter because I'm not intimately familiar with the statistics on it. So you'd absolutely be correct, Alt, and I would have no idea. Is it always 5 minutes? It is always 5 minutes. At least for now. Boom. Move. Squish it closer a little bit. elongate this section a little bit more. Mahalo lives in 5 minutes at a time. Oh my goodness. You know, like those like CEO types where they've got those autobiographies, or, you know, I wake up first thing in the morning and I have an ice bath at like 5 a.m. and then I listen to like self-help podcasts, and then I go for a jog, and then I read 5 books all before I have breakfast in the morning, blah 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 blah. And then they also say like I set hour increments in the day, and like I always move on to the next thing after I hit that hour, blah 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 blah. It's like the idea of, yeah, so I live in 5-minute increments at a time. Every time 5 minutes take place, I switch to another task. You get nothing done. You get absolutely nothing done. Saves on edit, well, if you say so. Someone said books. Who calls me? No. Do not bother yourself with the books that I'm talking about. The books I'm talking about are the stupid ones where it's, you know, I'm very successful. Here is my advice on how to be successful, and it's like, wake up first thing in the morning, cover yourself in ice, do 50 pull-ups, go for a run, like do all these things, and it's like 8 o'clock at night by the time that you actually start your day. You're joking? No, yeah, no stress. It looks pretty decent at this distance, but then as soon as you zoom out, you just lose it. Boom, gone. Maybe if up the vibrancy of the darker section, maybe? So go to like a pinky purple. Stewie getting pinged by the auto mod once again. Selling his new book, 5 minutes at a time, sold everywhere, best viewers are found. You know you're doing this on purpose. You know that just saying best viewers or cheap viewers will ping you. How dare you? How dare you, good sir? I'm being pranked. Maybe if I make the handle thinner as well. Oh, here come ads. Frick you, ads. I tend to chill, but hello, look, Stewie, it's one of your compatriots. Oh, I'm not even logged in. Can't even ban them quickly. Why are they not appearing in chat? Can I maybe if I type it in the good old-fashioned way? Buy his book to find out. Oh my goodness. Ban. Bam. Okay. Cool. Sorted. Buy his book to find out. Buy my book, not a scam. At all bookstores near you. Woo. Hello? AJ! Welcome to the tavern. Thank you for the follow. Hope you enjoy your stay. Welcome, welcome. How the frick? Do I rotate? Do I rotate? Do I rotate? I think I rotate it. Freaking tiny art. English is your third language and you're still learning. No, I don't think buying my my imaginary self-help book would would be helpful at all, even if you were fluent in English. Let's try it rotating this part of the key. Let's try it. Can buy the addendum and get 5 Mahali coins for... Oh my goodness. The Mahali brand is getting dragged through the mud, Stewie. I've got a scam coin now as well. I should not have put you in charge of merchandise. Bottle Top, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the tavern. Hope you enjoy your stay. How you going? How's that looking as tiny art? Yeah, relatively readable. I'm preferring over how it used to be, but still. I'm making it more and more difficult for myself as well, because now I've pitched it at a bit more of an angle. So instead of it just being rotated on the pivot, it's also been like moved in 3-dimensional space. Going good. Love the D&D vibes and your stream. Oh, thank you. Speaking of D&D, I'm curious to see what your hidden luck stat is at. If you type in !D20, we'll see where if the fates are currently shining on you, or if you're covered in shade. I've been in that camp for, I want to say, about a month. Oh no. Yes, welcome. Welcome to my terrible luck. Ah, yes. Excellent. You guys are going to have an absolute ball here. Right in the middle. It's tough. Oh my goodness. Billy sapped out all of the luck earlier. He came in and dropped like 50 D20s in a row and got like 15, 16, 19, 18. Frankly unacceptable. Nine. The dice hates you. Yeah, I'm in the same camp. Time to start walking to the pit. Oh my goodness. One heck of an introduction. Hi, welcome to the tavern. Yeah, just quickly roll these dice here and you're heading to the pit. Don't mind the goblins, they're friendly. This roll, you can go to sleep. See you next time. Sleep well, Annie. Hope you, rest up. I'll catch you around. Yes, Billy, yes. Welcome. Welcome to the latrine. Should have stayed away. Yeah, no, you had a really good thing going there. You tested your luck. Bottle is your other half. You just gave him the lowdown. He loves the bracelets too. Oh, yep. Katie's bracelets. Yep, 110%. I presume you play a little bit of D&D by your comment, Bottle. Anything that you're playing currently? Maybe next time you'll join the Discord server? Yeah, no stress. If you get around to it. Rest up. And have a good lunch, maybe? Because you said that you were going to sleep around lunchtime. Might need to make some more personal ones. Oh, yeah, like if you did by commission. It's 8 a.m. Oh, no. Oh, it's all right. Enjoy lunch when you wake up. You're back from Vegas. Nice. Bebop, how'd it go? You have in the past. Only ever played one campaign and then a few little one-shots and all online. Been quite a few years since you've played a game though. Yeah, fair. It's tough. I'll speak openly, because as much as I champion online games, they kind of can't compete with in person. It's just so different, you know. The ability to be able to like actively read the energy of people in the room is just completely disconnected as soon as you hit online. One day would love to play in person. Yeah, I'd highly recommend it if you can make it happen. Really good. Lots of fun. Most of your D&D is enjoyed through watching others play. Yep. No, that's fair. I've recently discovered a group called Evantris on YouTube. You've probably heard of them before. They're really popular. And yeah, I just I don't play D&D as much as I want to. And I get part of my fix through just like watching segments of their play. Loved meeting your friends, but the strip was miserable without them. Yeah, that's fair. Bebop. You didn't do big gambas, did you? Love Lordna. She's been your phone background for ages. Yep. Spooky vibes go burr. Live regional, so it's a bit less accessible, but there's some folks here, you believe? There you go. You'd be surprised, but especially in rural areas, you tend to have local groups that establish themselves. Just got home from work, so need to do some things and go shower, etc. Glad you followed. Hope you can come back and vibe against it. Yeah, no stress. Yeah, by all means, decompress, do what you got to do post work. Lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you. You'll fire up the PC and open the tab so you're lurking. Oh, excellent. Thank you. Thank you for the lurk. But at the same time, like if you do need to be using your PC for other stuff, no stress. All good. Just shy little beans. Yeah, it's tough, right? Like, I struggle with like social anxiety stuff, so it's very tough to just be like, just get out there and beat people, you know? What's the problem? A few. Here's a laundry list. You're pretty central. Maybe you can play D&D. Ooh. I don't disclose my current location. Why did I say it like that? Make it sound like I'm in a bunker or something. I don't disclose where I live, but I do plan on being in Melbourne for PAX this year. PAX is tough. It's so busy. Something, maybe. I don't know. Floating thoughts. Been around Twitch a good long while, and it's nice and easy to support that way. Yeah, yep. Thank you very much. I appreciate. Pretty good at going up to a group of cool-looking people. Yeah, I don't know. It's like fight or flight instincts at that point, you know. Met one of your best girlfriends in a nightclub. Hey, there you go. Extroverts, am I right? You sound like Siri. I do not currently disclose my location. You have no shame. It seems so freeing to just not worry about it. Bottle understands the value of a lurk. Previously a sometimes streamer. Yep. That goes for anybody who's currently just chilling in chat. Absolutely no stress. If you have to pop out and do stuff, the lurk is thoroughly appreciated. Thank you. Is Tiber? Have you posted Tiber Juice? Is that what the? I got my hopes up for nothing. What are you doing, OBS? What are you doing? It's posting. It was not for nothing after all. Marley lives on a super yacht. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's why I can't disclose my location. It's because I'm in international waters and therefore don't belong to any sort of like standardized location in the way that common folk would understand it. A super yacht would be the least appealing thing to me ever. Are you kidding? It's too big. Timer Juice too big or the super yacht too big? I agree. The super yacht is too big. You don't live it. You don't live in the ocean. I feel sad for you. Simply the lifestyle to be had. I have a retinue. I have a retinue of dolphins who tow my sea chariot around to different watering holes, if you will. It's a bit of a funny terminology being used because it's all water. It's the ocean. Okay, so the key is going out like that. Then the handle is like out like that. So I need to find a way to turn the face of the handle so that it's properly behind the key. Let's do another duplicate at this point. It's so tough. It's so tough. Like little pop imagery that's tiny, terrible combination for me. It's literally my Achilles heel. But you could fit such a big table on it. This is true. No, this is true. But counterpoint, if you're trying to play D&D, a big wave hits, everything gets knocked over. You know? Dropped a link, and that way. Oh, let's see it. Let's see it. Oh my goodness, what? Timer potion. Absolutely impeccable. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. You did this in what, like 5 minutes? You're mad. You're mad. You can't just do glass that quickly. That's cheating. Ridiculous. Glass, liquid, perspective. Gross. Gross. You should be ashamed with how talented you are. Yeah, dread. Impeccable timing, Bebop. Sorry, buddy. Face of the handle. Yeah, the face of the handle needs to be like pivoted. It's canon. Earthquake D&D. Yeah. Earthquake D&D. I bet it keeps you on your toes, right? Genuinely, this is your favorite. Oh, dude, thank you. Thank you. I always want to make it better. So any comment like that really hits hard. Thank you. No, stop. No. No. Frick you. Or a big wave hits and everybody wins. Yeah, no, that is a good point, Stewie. That is a good way of spinning it. Is the classic like knock everything off the table, everybody wins. I hadn't considered. You're gonna ask Quill for a lone luck? No. Maybe if you wake up, Quill. Maybe it's because you're sleeping at the moment. This is your least favorite street. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I need the equilibrium. I need the positivity counterweighted by the negativity. Perfect. Perfect. There you go. Try one more time, Bebop. Now that Quill has woken up for a second, maybe that's all it took. He's so cute. Yeah, it's a shame that he doesn't get to do more stuff, which is why I'm wanting to put more eggs in that basket when I get a bit of time. Or maybe something like that. The wing shake is adorable. I went through the animation process on stream. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. You have baby bird fever? Yeah. Yep. There's something about bird behavior that you can't get anywhere else. Usually I roll my eyes a little bit when there are cute animal like videos and montages and stuff on YouTube. I'll watch them. I'm not a monster, but still, I'll roll my eyes. But then, Then I get hit with like an owl montage or something. My heart just melts. I can't. They're just derpy little guys, and I can't help myself. There we go. We're getting a little bit closer. Still had the problem where it feels like it's rotated that way a bit too much. If I can rotate the latch a wee bit more. But now it feels like it's sagging a little bit. Maybe if I rotate it. I need to stop using the word rotate because I'm meaning two different things when I'm saying it. I just don't have the language right now. There's a difference between like rotating the image and like rotating where it is in the plane. Baby owl sleeping should be illegal. It's frankly unacceptable. It's a health risk. Because there's like a 90% chance that your heart explodes when you see like a sleeping baby owl. I won't stand for it. Yeah, it's insta-death. It's that move. I'm playing Kingdom Hearts at the moment. It's that move that Sephiroth does, where he like summons your soul into his hand and then crushes it. It's that. It's that, literally. Yeah, 110%. If you see it in real life, yeah. Yep. There we go. Key's looking better. It's actually existing in space now. I say that and then look over to my reference screen and I'm seeing problems. It's fine. We're fine. Easy correct. Why does perspective have to be so freaking difficult? Probably Caleb as a character more. He vibes with Travis as a player the most. from campaign 2. I struggle. I struggle with watching full campaigns. The furthest I got was campaign 3 episode, I want to say about 26 or 27. Which is huge for me. Huge progress for me. But it just gets to a point where I either hit fatigue or I've lost my place in terms of like what's happening, because I can't stay paying attention for that long. But in terms of characters, I think campaign 2 is my favorite. But it's tough. It's tough because campaign 3 has Laudna, has FCG. Laudna and FCG are probably my favorites from campaign 3, I'd imagine. Yeah. But then again, that's because I like the kookier characters. You're going to go hang in bed with your sickness and watch terrible horror movies and make more bracelets? Oh, excellent. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Yeah, catch you later, Katie. Rest well. I hope you feel better soon. Feel way behind in season 3 too. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's probably an attention span thing, I guess. I think it's more specifically that I tend to enjoy these things as like background, but with D&D campaigns, they reward you for paying attention. But because I'm not paying attention, because I'm either working or rock climbing or whatever it happens to be at the time, it's tough. Or sailing my giant yacht. Sorry, I forgot to mention all of my things. Yeah. Deary dear. Why was that what came to mind, Stewie? Yeah, please. By all means. Hi, Rad. Yeah. This is a key to the tavern. 110%. Specifically, it's to the dorm rooms upstairs. Okay, so fundamentals. This is the center of the key, and it's running that way. Then should be that it equalizes itself down there as well. How would you present the timer juice you painted? Feel a bit lost with how to do a background or add text to it to make it look more like a game item. I thought it was relatively fine as is. If you had to add more elements to it, you could add like a little bit of a drop shadow behind it. But otherwise, I wouldn't add too much. I think it's pretty good as is. Less is more in this case, I think. because of how much is going on with the texture that you've used on the brush. I feel as though if you added too many background elements, it would take away from like how clean it is. Otherwise, if you're really looking for inspiration, what I'd do is I'd go to RPGs, and I'd see how they present the. Sorry. You just look at me and think, yep, Playboy millionaire with a super. That's me. You got the day-by-day gameplay of the game programmed. Just need to add transition of days, major events, then you're ready to insert the story stuff. Yes, nice. No, that's awesome. Sorting out the baseline is always really, really important, because then it means that you've got like a solid foundation. No, that's awesome, dude. You were thinking it'd be cool for it to say Mahali's Timer Juice and then have an item description. The way that I would go about displaying it I would look into how RPG games do item display. So generally speaking, a really good basic approach could be you've got the item over on the left suspended in like a little window with like a blurred background. It doesn't need to necessarily be of anything. If you look at the Final Fantasy games, it's just like almost like blurred teals and greys and stuff and purples in the background, just to kind of like give it a bit of volume. And then you could have the item description over on the right as a separate bit. It'd expand the canvas out, but I think the image requires its own space. That's the way that I would do it. But if you're looking for inspiration to kind of like figure out how to do it, I would start there. I'd start with like video game RPGs and see how they display items, because they tend to do a really good job at item UI. Because that's half the game, right? Is traversing menus. So. Rad, the Porco Rosso from yesterday was bonkers. Are you kidding me? You did that in like half an hour. Absolutely one of my favorite Ghibli movies, by the way. It's tough to say, but I'd definitely say that Porco Rosso is in my like top 5, I think. Yeah. Yep. It's the classic Beauty and the Beast, like who's the monster, who's the man type of allegory, which I'm always fond of. Appreciate the advice. You'll take a look at Final Fantasy. Yeah. Yep. I expanded myself to like exterior references and research a couple of years ago, because what I used to do was very sort of stubbornly. I would stubbornly try to commit myself to my own imagination, and that's it. But what I tended to find was that a lot of the problems that I was trying to solve had essentially been solved by the art community for like eons. And I was trying to like break through them with my face. and it slows things down and just makes things really frustrating. They're called masters for a reason, right? Studying masters is like how you can open your horizons. For sure, develop your internal artistic expression and that sort of thing. By all means, it's something that you kind of have to seesaw on. You have to be like, okay, I'm going to go through the process of like going reference intensive, and then maybe if you want to expand your like internal creativity, then maybe do a project where you don't use any references and you see how far you go. Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. It's the same with like producing works and then going back to studies. Producing works, going back to studies. It's the same deal. Don't think you've actually watched Porco Rosso. It's really good. Really, really, really good. This is going to shock you, but the environments and backgrounds are beautiful in that movie. I know. A Ghibli movie with incredible vistas? Shocking. It's true though. Never, I know it, never, ever. Not once. Think you've done enough developing of your internal art compass since you barely ever use reference, and you know that holds you back. You've been stubborn in the same way I described pretty much your entire art career. I would recommend expanding, especially if you are feeling a little bit lost, because it opens you up to like a new spike of growth. You can always revert back to going reference free if that's your desire. Like it's something that's fully within your own control, but it's something that I'd at least give a go to see what potential is there, because sorry, not to like monologue too much, but I went from producing images like this, like these were the first images from my stream. Went from producing images like this, this, and what's another old one? This, like, they're fine. They're fine images. Like they get the point across, very much so. But then as soon as I started introducing like more open learning, that's what led to like absorbing more sort of impactful concepts. You know? Led to more vivid imagery, led to imagery that felt a little bit more balanced, cleaner in general. Yeah. I went through a period of about a year doing daily landscape studies, and that's when I hit like an absolute developmental burst. It was really cool. That's a nice visual progression. Thank you. Yeah, and then I ended up with like this kind of stuff, you know, very it satisfyingly correlates with like effort, you know. Neat key also. Oh yes, the mermaid image. Literally finished that yesterday. Boom. There you go. I have posted it online, but I don't like how it appears on on the social media previews. It doesn't look as nice, but that's fine. It's fine. Was quite dirty at the start. 110%. Yeah. I know you're making reference to the fact that I said clean. That's always the battle, right? That's all right. I enjoyed the piece. It was fun. It's fine. Yeah. You took a big leap recently just by getting the piss critiqued out of you. Yeah. Yep. That can also help a ton. Just a little bit of exterior perspective. Because we can kind of get into our own little head bubbles. It's tough to kind of see what needs to happen next. All within reason, by the way. Critique for critique's sake, where somebody just like rips you to pieces, is functionally useless. Somebody just like going in on it. There's a difference between useful critical like advice and somebody just destroying your self-confidence. There's no point in the latter. Exterior perspective is such a nice way of saying this guy said that you sucked. Well, that's the thing, right? Is there is a healthy in between where you can be like, dude, it looks awesome, but if you're looking for things that that you'd like to improve on, here's what I spotted. This. He went in on you, but also showed you how to improve. I still feel, based on that description, I still feel like there's a better way of delivering it. But if you found it useful, that's good. I'm glad. The only goal should always be constructive progression. Yeah, rather than just making the person feel bad about their shoes. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because like the shock treatment just doesn't. It's not helpful. Because if you're bearing your soul with like stuff that you're creating, what's the point if you feel like bruised, you know? As an artist, you need like a little bit of confidence, and if you've been shaken, it takes a while to build it back up. It's just it's not. I don't know. There is like a degree of needing to like sideline ego, but kicking open the door with both feet, I don't think is the way to do it. I don't think it's the way to do it. It's a mindset shift that you need to make when you're going into it. Like, hey, you know, I'm looking to improve, regardless of like improvement that I've made in the past. I need to improve further. It's a very personal thing. He straight up said art maybe wasn't for you. Now that's not good at that point. That's no good. Because like I've seen your stuff. You're clearly incredibly talented. There's a difference between you need some work and maybe look elsewhere, you know? No, I don't subscribe to that form of feedback at all. I am a strong believer in literally anybody can do artistic practices. So the notion of maybe art isn't for you is just bonkers. Stupid. When you give critiques, you tend to go with 2 positives and 1 negative. Oh no, here's where I'm the hypocrite, because I insist on the opposite for me. Not for when I'm giving other people advice, but when I'm receiving advice. Yes, I'm a hypocrite. 100%. 110%. Why can't I get the back of this key right? It's the linchpin. I'm happy with the rest of it. I'm happy with the cylinder. I'm happy with the head of the key. I'm happy with the lighting. I'm happy with like the little chinks off the side. I'm happy with its legibility from a distance. Literally all that's holding it back right now is the perspective on the back of the key. You know what you mean? Showed Mahalo your art once. He shot you down saying it looked too AI. Stuart, there's a difference between critiquing somebody's artwork and telling somebody to piss off with their AI schlock. It worked though, because you took such a leap forward, because he made you feel terrible. You're very motivated by that sort of thing. Hey, okay, if it works, that's one thing. But it's a dangerous tool to use, because it can absolutely just destroy people. I wouldn't recommend it for like 99% of people. But if it's a tool that works for you, then hey, I can't argue against like your internal results, right? As long as you feel the improvement and your sense of self isn't like shattered in the process. It does depend on some people. Some people need hard truths to recognize their flaws and improve upon them. You personally don't think art is worth that, but to each their own. Well, it depends, right? Like I'm a very what's the word? I don't have a lot of ego when it comes to art. Like I'm actively of the mind that my work constantly needs improvement. So the idea of like shattering my ego would just destroy my self-confidence, like what little self-confidence that I have. Whereas with somebody who doesn't have that sense of like hesitation, who is incredibly big-headed, who like kind of needs that shatter moment, I can see it working out. It's a tough game, like it's a tough gamble to go for though, because you can just like destroy people. Show them your submission and let chat design. Hey chat, is this AI image AI? Your rejection and sensitivity could never... Yeah, yep. You don't use it, but getting kicked seems to work for you for some reason. Hey, I mean, as I said, like different people respond to different things differently. You never use those tactics. I thought, yeah. No, not to assume that. Not to assume that you would. Simply mean that it was a little bit risky for this streamer to use it on you. Not to chuck blame at my cohort, but afternoon, Ghoulie. It would be late evening for you? Ridiculously late evening for you. How you going, bud? You've been resting, haven't you? Yes, please tell me. You've been moderating yourself? Not going too hard? It's like 2 a.m. Yep. There it is. Just got done with work. Okay, all right. Chill time. What do we reckon? What do we reckon on the key? What needs to change? Chill time indeed. You're whooped. Yep. Good. Not good that you're exhausted, but good that you're engaging in rest time now. How's it look tiny? Yeah, good point. And it looks pretty decent, Tiny. My only hesitation is the broken handle maybe isn't communicated very well. It's going to be the subscriber badge, is the plan. So yeah, like that degree of scale. Yeah, Gav. I think the broken handle isn't communicated very well. One more duplication. Let's see. Does making the handle whole fix the problem? Okay, now that's just rubbing in my face that I've gotten the perspective wrong. Frick. If it's completely cracked with a tiny gap in between, maybe? Yeah, okay. So it's not like full on, yeah, crescent. I'll only go for a little bit longer today. I think I posted on Discord that looking to do a half stream today. We're at the halfway mark now and then some. I'll go for a wee bit longer. It could also be that the gap in the key just wasn't working because I had stuffed up the perspective overall, and just from a distance, it was particularly celebrated just how bad my perspective was. We'll see. How you going, by the way, Gav? How's your week been? And what are you working on currently? I am curious. Good week. Finally getting stuff in your apartment the way you want it. Nice. Waiting for your brother to clean out the room. He Waiting for your brother to clean out the room he was in to turn it into a painting oh my goodness, yes. Yes. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Oh, you could set it up so that you'd have like really good ventilation. You could set it up so like some areas like you'd be able to permanently like tarp the floor. Heck, I mean, depending on the setup, you could just have like a hard floor and then not even have to plastic or something. I don't know, but still having a full setup, that's awesome. Half the reason why I haven't been able to get into oil painting has been because I've got no way of ventilating. Absolutely none. Don't know how intense you'll go with it, but it's carpeted, so we have to... Yeah, okay. No, but the potential. That's awesome. Increase in size. Move over to here. It looks all right. Here's the problem, right? Is that it looks pretty good up close, and then you go, oh, awful. You know, you're so hyped. Trying not to go overboard with your plans, but it's difficult. No, but by all means, like revel in the like anticipation of it, because this is the time to have fun with things, right? Is that question for me, Ghoulie, or for Gav? Adds in 1 minute. Frick. I can answer, to be honest. Yeah, fair. My go-tos tend to be pastel. Seems to be the one that I have the most affinity for. Acrylic is also one that I've got a bit more experience with. I do have a soft spot in my heart for charcoal, but I'm not very good with it. Yeah, those are the main three. I've played around with watercolor, but I wouldn't go so far as to say that watercolor is one of my mediums, just because, again, the outcomes are just not great. I love playing with watercolor, but not my forte. Pastel and acrylic tend to be my two. Acrylic and graphites are pretty much all you do. Trying to figure out how to matte finish the paintings because you don't like how shiny the acrylic is. Yeah, yep. There are a couple of things that you can do. I know that there are matte sealants. I'm not sure how effective they are on acrylic. But the big one is you can get pigments, like powder pigments, and you can apply those powder pigments to an acrylic piece, and you end up with like a powdery matte finish instead of the shine. Yeah, no stress, no stress. Love to see some of my pastel. I went looking for it the other day. It's all at my mum's house. So I don't know. I found like one. I think I found one. But like my portfolio full of, I say portfolio, my folder full of them has like long been missing for years. Because back when I was doing pastel, that would have been about a decade ago. I might have one on hand. Let me have a look quickly. Quickly, I'll have a look. Give me a second. No, not on hand. Sorry, I'd have to really go digging, and even then, it's probably in a different state at the moment from where I'm living. So, we'll see. We'll see. If I find them, I'll absolutely take pictures. But yeah, as I was saying, Gav, I know of one method that works, guaranteed, for a matte finish with acrylics, and that's where you can take powder pigment. And apply that to the image, just as like a dusting when it's still wet. Obviously, like matching up with the colors that you're using, and it kills some of the sheen. It's a little bit sketchy though, in the sense that if you're going for like really sharp finish with your piece, the powdering can kind of add a little bit of a blur. I also know of matte finish sealants that you can use, but I'm not sure how they would affect acrylic. I know that it works on on an inky print. On an inky print, you can use a matte finish, and it kills the shine. It should work for acrylic, but I haven't tried it myself, so I can't speak to it. Want to do some testing with it? Yeah. Yep. I'd recommend just doing up like a mock-up piece, and then just trying sealant on it and see how it reacts. So bad with pastel, so you appreciate when it's done right. It's really freeing because there are so many different methods of application. Like having a super sharp edge on a pastel is really nice to dig into a piece, because you can go in and use the side of a pastel and just like apply tone. But then when you're actually, say like drawing the subject of the image, being able to dig in with a really, really, really sharp edge, I don't know, it gives you a finish that's so different from everything else, but you can still tell it's pastel. The problem that I have with digital sometimes is I'll do a bit more of a blurry background or something, and then go in with a sharp brush to kind of emulate the same thing as pastel. But it reads as almost like you're using completely different mediums or different art styles or whatever when you do that, and it's frustrating. I could be using the exact same brush when I do it as well, and it just doesn't communicate in the same way. Yeah, it's just not the same, you know? It's the one downside about having infinite control with digital, is that you don't get that sense of, oh, this artist has just like let the medium do stuff. It's why I'm really interested in, Rad recommended an art program called, I forget the name every time. Rebel. Rebel is apparently an art program that emulates how materials react to things. So you can have wet material actually dripping. You can dry certain sections of it. You can it has like realistic color mix. You can have like metallic materials that you use as well, and it is bonkers. It's the perfect program for my intuitive art stuff, but at the same time I can't animate in it, so I don't know. It's expensive as well. The brushes are incredible. Yeah, that's what I've heard, is that it's super intuitive to real stuff. Don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying. So I've been on Photoshop for a decade. Not true. No, I've been on Photoshop for 3-4 years now. I've been on the Adobe Suite for ages, but Photoshop specifically for illustration, I've been using for the past like 3-4-ish years. And I've recently moved over to CSP, Clip Studio Paint, and I'm thoroughly enjoying the process. Like it feels more like the features are intended for me, as opposed to Photoshop, where the illustration side of it is very much so an afterthought. But like best of both worlds, if I could get Rebel as well. Oh. Unleashed, I would be. Photoshop is great. You just wish it wasn't owned by Adobe. 110 billion%. The fact that they keep introducing more features that I will never use, and they make me pay premium for it, is just stupid. It got to the point where they essentially priced me out. Priced me out as a consumer, because they kept introducing things that I'm never going to use these generative features. Not what I use the program for. Why am I having to pay for them? Rebel looks amazing, right? Right? That's kind of what I mean, where in something like Rebel, you can actually let the material, quote unquote, it's all digital, but you can actually let the medium do stuff, whereas in traditional digital, it's a very stupid way of saying it, in your classic digital, you have 100% control over everything at all times, and it just leads to it can feel a bit stiff. Is the problem that I'm facing at the moment. Why are you using Procreate? Yeah, right. The thing you love in Rebel the most is the brush mechanics for the Express Oils, where the brush color puts color if you press on it hard, but blends existing colors when you press on it lightly. It's so freaking good. But that's what I mean, though, right? Is that it feels intuitive, because that's how brushes work. Is that you can use them in all sorts of different ways, depending on like pressure or angle or amount of pigment, or if it's wet, if it's dry, like all of these different interactions that you just don't get access to. Curious about ink. I've heard that the ink is super satisfying as well, but I haven't used it, so I can't speak to it. Why does perspective have to be so freaking temperamental? Almost want to make... Yeah, let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try this. Make the handle even smaller. I think that thing that's bothering me at the moment is how chunky the handle is compared to the neck of the key, given that I'm doing like forced perspective stuff at the moment. There we go. That's maybe feeling a little bit better. Are we in agreement? Is that maybe an improvement over what we had previous? So this is what we had before. Yeah. Okay, I'm immediately seeing it. There. It's so much better. These will be teeny tiny. Yeah, but it just wasn't looking right. Even that looks way better teeny tiny compared to that. Yeah, that looks so much better. Sorry, this is like much of a muchness. But see how much better that looks? So that's the old one. New one. Old one. New one. I need Ghoulie, I need your expertise. you are way better at making like clean, easily read, like nice, crispy images. My approach to these things is always more detail, more painterliness, and it does not help in this regard. In this particular case, I just need to clean up my act. You kidding? It is crispy. Why am I adding this detail that will never be seen? Get lost at that size. Learned that after spending too much time on the emotes and getting upset, lost all the detail. Yeah, I never learned the lesson. I'm faced with it every time, and I guess I just refuse to actually internalize it. My colors make you so mad. I love color. Color's fun. The biggest thing with color that I tend to find is take them to their extremes, because even if you think like it would be too much, it tends to not be to an extent. I don't know, it's tough because then you kind of need gray tones to kind of balance it out as well, so it's not just like ultra vibrant, but ultra vibrant can work. There are plenty of artists out there that make it work. Very easy to get washed out with your colors if you're not bold enough with it. Yeah. That's where I started. I started with ultra conservative, like if I add a little spot of color here, maybe it'll be okay. And it led to my pieces looking incredibly washed out, as you've so eloquently said. It's true. That's another thing, actually. Never be afraid of using digital tools to like crank up vibrancy and see what happens. Because even if you don't necessarily apply that effect to your piece, bumping the limiters can give you a sense of what can look good, and it can definitely help with the learning process. Struggle with value and color. Sometimes you nail it, other times you're pulling your hair out. I don't have an easy fix, unfortunately. The way I learned was the very Unga Bunga, like caveman method of just like spam a bunch of studies, a ton, until I eventually absorbed it. Okay, let's try adding in that little gap and see what happens. We do that. Does it read? Not particularly, because it's too small. But what if it's a larger gap? What about that? We'll end up with the exact same gap as before. That kind of works. But to be honest, I think just keeping the keyhole. The keyhole. I think keeping the key hole works better at this scale. The keyhole hole, yep. Wish you could just go to Paris and study for a couple of years. Who needs jobs anywhere, right? Right? Just do it. Just do it. What's stopping you? Life? Well, okay. Bump up the size. Pump up the size. Bump it up. A good tip for values is to use a black and white filter periodically. Ah, yes, that is a good one. Yeah, yep. Putting it into black and white does help with telling you like where your tonal contrast is at. If you look at black and white and it looks flat, that means that you're not darkening your values or lightening your values enough. So it can give you a good kick in the pants to start cranking up your values a little bit more. Yes, that's a good one. That's a good tip. Life, blah, who needs it? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Big oof. Although I will say that I have heard that some of those teaching methods, like some of the older teaching methods, can be very brutal. So feeding into that conversation that we had earlier, Ghost, about not breaking your spirit in the process of like improving. Unfortunately, some of those older schools don't believe in that at all, and will go as hard as it takes. Also, I have heard, for legal purposes. Please don't sue me, all of Paris. There you go. You've returned to an equilibrium. Billy, no. Billy, no. All right, speaking of art critics. Oh, jeez. Let me show you how it's done. Let a pro show you how it's done. Oh my goodness, what? That's the highest I've rolled in days. Oh, okay. This bodes well. This bodes well for what happens next. Hit me with critique. What could I do to make this key read better? I can chuck it on a dark background as well, if that helps. End to fat. Which end? There are two ends. That's on a dark background. Is bad, you hate it? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Left canvas, tooth side. Okay. The intention is that it's like forced perspective, like angled towards the camera on this end. But you're saying that doesn't read at all, that I should try and make it a little bit flatter. The notches are kind of small for how small the image will be. Yeah. Bottom edge up a little. As in, rotate it. Make the tooth. Top edge fine. Make the bottom edge up a little. As in angled, like... Think the circular end plane is too thin. This one is too thin. Okay. Think a capital F. Okay. Yeah. Could do. The circular end plane is a little too thin. Ah, this one. Okay. Too thin. All right. Give that a go. Cooperative art. Bump it up a little bit. This is coming from the cartoon. No, you're good. Open to all feedback, regardless. The cylinder is too big. Is it? But then it doesn't read as stickety-outity. Need to thin the key shaft. But then if it's too thin, it won't read from a distance. We want a chunky key. Bigger teeth. Capital F. Okay. My perspective is twisted. Yes, here. This is what I'm talking about. Yes, hit me with it. Hit me. How's it twisted? Yes. That's what I need. The key loop and teeth don't match. Yes. I'm aware, but I'm not sure how. Printer, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to the tavern. I hope you enjoy your stay. How you going? How's your day been? The teeth need to be more anti-clockwise. So, out this way more? Yeah, could do. Ads in 1 minute. Freaky ads. Snooze. Anti-clockwise. Can do. Stick them up on the... My God. These reverted to just weird noises. We're all doomed. I feel like I've gone overboard with the rotation, but this is just to, like, see. It's a very nice looking key. Oh, thank you. You're so good. You finished your first Dragonborn bust, and it looks so good. You're so proud. Been such a good art day. Pics or it didn't happen. No stress. But if you do have pictures, I'd love to see. Is this for like a 3D model? Is this like a portrait? Regardless, that's awesome to hear. Tooth is too twisted. Yeah. I'm just seeing. So that's what you mean, though, right? Is to rotate it like that. Yeah, yes, please. Yep. Just link it in either chat or Discord, whatever works. Whatever works best. Thank you, Billy. Putting phone on charge. We'll yell later. Yeah, no good. Oh, good. Break. The countdown for the ads has started again. Why can't 5 minutes last forever? That's what I'm saying. There, I've gone out and said it. Yeah, you're right. There you go. Boom. Took a little bit, but Billy, you've cracked the code. As has everyone. Sorry, by the way. Like all of the little adjustments have come together really nicely. Thank you kindly. I think I will emphasize Tavern, not now. Not now, Tavern. In 30 seconds, I will ping the ads back 5 minutes again. Need to be vigilant though, because the last time I said that, I forgot, and then they happened anyway. Snooze, there we go. Post in the share. Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. Oh my goodness, yes. Are you kidding? Should check it out. Printer, my goodness, dude. What is this? Are you kidding? With the soft lighting on the back, with the soft lighting on the front, the allusion to texture without going overboard, super clean line work on the horns, and then check out these eyes. Check them out. Ugh. Clean. Clean. So clean. Ridiculous. Now, we were just talking about giving art advice before. No, this is awful. Throw it out. It's awesome. This is awesome. It's so good. And that people completely overlook just how nice a simple, well-executed background is. Look at that. It's diegetic, so the lighting is from like the quality of the background. You've got that purple. Oh, so good. So good. No, you should be absolutely chuffed with this. So good. Well done. Me zooming in made your bones go. Absolutely not. You've nailed it. You've nailed it. The expression feels super intentional. Yeah, 110%. 110%. That's awesome. Awesome, dude. Sorry, I call everybody dude. I just habit. Need to remap this so that I can access that on hotkey with the new program, but it's fine. Made the key a wee bit smaller, so I've got a bit more space to work with. Oh, it's fine. Excellent, excellent. But yeah, congrats on getting that done. This isn't my usual art style, by the way. Sorry. I usually work on, like, I'm a fantasy illustrator, so I usually work on, like, landscapes and portraits and stuff. I don't usually work on, like, isolated object work. I mean, I kind of did last year with some magic items and stuff, but it's not usually my jam. So it's feeling a little bit clunky, I will say at the moment. Clunky. Maybe. You're looking at it all? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Out this way a little bit more, maybe? No. Whenever I think that I've improved in perspective, I'm glad that I can have little sessions like this that bring me back to Earth. Yeah, I could do perspective. I'm pretty decent with it. I can do a cottage on a hill, no problem. Hey, Bahali, draw a key. Frick! My Achilles heel. My Achilles heel. Yeah. I finished that earlier this year. I'm really happy with how it came along. Because it's me, there are some things that irk me with it, but overall, I'm pretty chuffed. Pretty chuffed with how it turned out. Thank you. Oh, we got down to 6 seconds before the ad started. Oh, why do I do this to myself? Yeah. Please. Oops. You know what the fun thing about duplicating layers is? I can go back and compare. Ready? So this is how it looks currently. It's like night and day. It's ridiculous. Yeah, Ghoulie, Billy, Gav, you were all 100% spot on with the teeth of the key being off. 110%. There we go. That's way better. Way better. Let me see if it reads from a distance now. It's not bad. It's not bad. It may be tiny, but it's got heart. It looks great. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there slowly. Ugh, frick. Ads. We're in the final 3 minutes before the doom counter goes down to 0. It's a hobbit. You like it? Thank you. I need to, I think, at this point, call it there for tonight. Because we've run out of the ability to procrastinate any longer. Ads will hit us like a tidal wave in 2.5 minutes, so I should do my sign off. Thanks for joining, everyone. Thanks for all the praise. Thank you. I appreciate it. But the help. Thank you for the help with putting this together. It's not quite finished yet, but we're getting there. The idea will be to do like a set of keys. So the more somebody subscribed, like the more prestigious a key they receive for like a nicer room in the tavern and blah 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 blah. So this will be like the first of like 5, maybe something like that. But yes, let's let's lock that away for a second and see who's online at the moment. Yeah, Pixie, lovely to meet you as well. Absolutely a joy to meet you. Let's see. Do a quick browse of the... Okay. I think I've completely run out of time. I think ads will hit us, but whilst ads are going, I'll send us off in a direction so we can... Ooh. Somebody's doing a mini paint for a competition. Let's go check them out. Boom. Cyrena, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the tavern. Sorry for you to join, like just as we're wrapping up, but thank you for jumping in. So cozy here. Have a good night. Yeah, you too. Have an excellent rest of your day or night, depending on where you are. We've got the Pokemon stream tomorrow evening, starting around this time, a little bit later than now. But otherwise, if I don't see you tomorrow, have a lovely weekend, and I'll catch you guys around. Have a good one. Bye.